Oh, okay, listen. Oh, God, it's that time of the week again. Hi, guys, what's going on? Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. Listen, it's the weekly review. We're talking about all the important things of the week. Now, we cover all of these things on our channel, one by one, but guess what? There are some things that you just can't miss. And it's this. If it's one piece of content that you watch from my channel, it's this episode, okay? Episode 10. There's 10. This is the 10th one, okay? There's 9 before and there's many after it, okay? We're just getting started, okay? Yeah, they won't let me out of the closet, so I'm going to record, and that's all we need to do. All right, guys, let's get right into it. All right, guys, let's talk about the Devour Affix for our first story here today. Okay, so obviously we have a bunch of new affixes. Xalatath is with her slimy dead feet are always doing some stuff. So Devour, if you don't know, basically everyone's afflicted by this, okay? What way does the camera go? Where's the light? There's no light in the closet. I have to put a light down here. See the light right here, guys? That's the light I have to deal with, okay? I'm a superstar, okay? But anyway, Devour goes on everyone, and you have to either take care of yourself, or the healer obviously has to dispel you, right? Now, I ran mythics, right? This was about a week ago, okay? Not this week, but I ran some mythics, okay? And some people don't have any idea how to get rid of them, okay? Now, there's a nice little sheet here. Now, with the articles in Wowhead, you can find this article, and it lists all of the classes that have dispels and also things that can take care of Devour the Affix. And guess what? It's all of us except Demon Hunters, okay? Demon Hunters, you're going to have to kind of rely on other people. But everyone else, guys, you have one, okay? So if you're right now confused, like, oh man, I didn't know I had one, you're the problem. And just go to see that list and check it out, okay? And spec into it, all right? For me, Warrior, I think it's called immunity something. I don't know. It comes out every 3 minutes. You can't catch all of them, but at least it helps the healer every once in a while. So that's a good article I wanted to mention here because I saw a lot of people, and I'm looking right at you. I know who you are, that weren't doing their job, okay? And it bricks some keys, okay? You brick some keys, okay? But guys, enough of that. Let's go. Let's get to the next one. All right, guys. Let's talk about Mountain Dew, okay? Now, I get shipments of Mountain Dew to the closet every once in a while, so I stay hydrated. I don't believe in water. Water's a myth. Show me water, and I'll show you a lie, okay? But yeah, Mountain Dew, this was kind of leaked on Reddit. Now, the original post and the user are both deleted from the internet, and it looks like someone was working inside, an insider, right? An inside job, and basically took a picture of hundreds of pallets of these World of Warcraft themed Mountain Dew. So it looks like it's there's two versions, right? One that's themed more towards like Thrall and I think Anduin's on there, looking hot as usual. And then you have Xalatath and Illyria on one, which is Void, right? And what's cool about this is we think that also, we got some confirmation, but nothing too crazy, right? We don't know much about this at all right now, but we could be getting some cool motorcycles from it, right? So, you know, keep an eye out for that. But there's one problem that I have with this promotion. It's always Mountain Dew or pizza rolls or, I don't know, a bag of meat just salted, right? You never see water be sponsored. You never see promotions with celery, carrots. Gamers will eat anything, okay, for their gamer bucks and their Robux and the Fortnite gift cards, okay? They'll do anything. Okay, so just put that promotion label on a piece of celery, and the gamers will chomp if it gives them an in-game Xalatath feet emblem. Okay, they will do it, and they will show up. Okay, but yeah, look out for more of the Mountain Dew stuff. Nothing's really known about it yet, but I wanted to just let you know that the Dew is coming, and hopefully they get a diet version, because I'm trying to lose weight, okay? There's a floor down here in the closet, and it's starting to creak a little bit more than normal, which makes me believe I'm in incredible danger. All right, but guys, let's get to the next one. Severed Threads, okay? Now, the Palace Raid is going in full effect, but we have that buff to talk about. Severed Threads, that's the buff. Now, by the way, this is an individual buff. Now, what does that mean? You have to individually get it, right? So, technically, the buff came in last week, but we couldn't get it until this week. Now, why is that? Is because there's a weekly cap. You're going to get 8. Now, on normal and heroic, you get 1 per boss, but on Mythic, you get 2 per bust. Look at that. How nice of them. Now, you only get 8 per account. So you can technically get 1 on 8 different characters and transfer them via Warbound. You know, they're Warbound, right? So the Warbands, they can be transferred. And this week, another 8 was available, which made 16. So there's an NPC when you first walk in, all the way to your right, stage left, or whatever it may be. When you walk in, just look right. There's some guy like standing there, right? So talk to him. He wants 16 of them. Once you have 16 of them, he gives you a buff. And now the buff is every other week, obviously, 2.25% increased power to damage done and healing received. Okay, so guys, big changes. Obviously, there's going to be a cap around 18% in January when all of this comes to close. That's when 1.7 is coming. Although maybe it's 11.1. I don't know. We'll get into the speculation later. So guys, now, there's one thing that I do want to talk about, though. There is a visual bug. If you hand in the quest and there's a icon in the top bar with all your buffs, there's one for Severed Threads, and it's still listed as 0. Now, Blizzard has confirmed that this Tuesday, when 11.0.5 comes out, you'll be able to see that again. So it's just visual. Mechanically, it works, they said. They could be lying to us, but that would be weird, Blizzard. Why would you lie? Stop lying, because I'm sick of it, okay? I have the L of the week. Don't make me put you on it, okay? But yeah, that's all the news I want to talk about Severed Thread. Let's get on to the next one. All right, guys, guess what? We have this week just going on right now. We are in the War Within first dungeon event of this is the weekly stuff. This is the first of its kind, okay? Now, you can do either 4 heroic dungeons or 4 mythic dungeons in the War Within. I almost want to say the time walking, which doesn't make sense, okay? But this is the War Within. Now, once you do that, you get a nice heroic piece, 610, or it can even magically upgrade to the 624. I wasn't lucky enough, that's for sure. But guys, I just want to let you know that if you just queue for the heroic dungeons, there's a possibility that the dungeon you do won't count. Now, you're probably wondering, well, Unoptimized Fool, I queued for the War Within. Yeah, you queued in for the War Within Season 1. Now, Season 1 includes dungeons that are not part of why do I want to say The Walking Dead? That show's been dead for years. And, no, the War Within, right? So there's the Shadowland dungeons. There's also the Cataclysm dungeon, right? So if you queue in those, they will not work. Now, a lot of people thought this was a bug, but technically it is the Walking Dead. I said it again. The War Within, weekly event. So it makes sense that you can only do those dungeons. So make sure instead of just hitting random or like random queue, you go into specific dungeons and only select the heroic ones that you actually need for the War Within. Okay, that's just a warning. I know it's Saturday. Most of us have already done it, but there's some gamers that only play on the weekends. So gamers on the weekend, you have been warned, okay? And obviously you watch the content. You have a great time here in the closet, okay? But guys, just wanted to get you update on that. I'll see you in the next one. So guys, guess what's happening, okay? Season Discovery, let's switch it up from the mainstream, okay? So Season of Discovery, we have some news. Now, Phase 5 is going without a hitch, no problems, right? But a build has just been updated to an encrypted server inside Blizzard Entertainment, 1.15.5. It's the first official build for Phase 6. Now, of course, since it's encrypted, we have zero idea of what that is, right? We don't know what's going on in there. Right? Obviously, we know that all the original stuff's going to be in there. Go to Silithus, do the raids there, the opening of the gates. Like, those are all planned, right? We're all based off of Classic, but the speculation is, what kind of content are we going to get? We've gotten new systems for Molten Core, the heat system. We've seen the new system from Blackwing Lair, the flight system, right? What's going to come into the next raids? Obviously, some system like that seems to be probably a safe bet, but more dungeons, more raids. I mean, this phase would have technically 2 raids, right? So maybe no new raids. That would be just too much, right? But maybe new dungeons, a new zone. I don't know. At this point, people are fiending for greater content. I actually watched a video today about how people just want more Classic stuff and really hoping for Classic Plus. And honestly, I'm hoping Season Discovery really expands on that. And honestly, I hope it really expands into it. What happens if, once we finish in phase potentially 7 or 8, what happens after that? What if we don't go through the Dark Portal? What if we just stay on Azeroth? What would that look like? I want to explore those ideas because I just love wondering about stuff, okay? But guys, phase 6 is already in encrypted servers, so I feel like within the 2 or 3 weeks from this video, we'll start hearing some things, some data mining going on. So guys, I'm excited. Are you? Are you SOD fans excited? I don't know, but let's get on to our last piece of news for today. All right, guys, the weekly archive, weekly quest. Now, these quests are pretty fun, right? So obviously, with these quests, you have to pick up 100 of those like Titan fragments, right? And you get them through like rares, you get them through treasures, and you can also get them through dungeons. And what I did was I just did the heroic dungeons for the weekly, and then boom, I got like 15 per boss. I think it was done within two runs or anything like that. So that's like the easiest way to do it, honestly. But I want to talk about what the story was about. Now, I won't be spoiling it, if anything, because obviously it's only been a week, under a week since it's dropped. But I loved the lore connections inside of this. We learned about the core wave this time and what its main purpose was. And honestly, we also learned more about Hollowfall too. And it was amazing. Again, I don't want to spoil anything. You need to watch it. It's not an in-game cinematic. It's just them talking back and forth and them announcing the information. So I love these weekly quests. When I log in and see a weekly quest like that, I immediately try to do the dungeons because it's just another lore dump. It's just a lore dump and I'm loving it. So again, I love that Blizzard is doing this. They're kind of like progressing the story interior in a patch. Normally we would have to wait for, these sub patches to go on. But honestly, now we're getting like almost like bi-monthly type of updates like that. Just small tidbits, nothing too crazy. But I love this new system. I hope they keep this for the rest of the World Soul Saga and beyond, whatever it may bring. So definitely indulge in that because you don't want to miss it. If you're into the lore of this game, that is something that you don't want to miss. But guys, that's the last piece. Let's do the outro. Alrighty, guys. What a week. I almost dropped my selfie stick. Unbelievable. Yeah, I have a selfie stick. What are you going to do? But guys, this week, not too much information, right? Kind of a slow week for World of Warcraft. But we have fun here, and we cover all the important articles. Now, I always like to end the show with saying thanks for being here, and I appreciate you being, obviously here, hanging out in the closet. It gets kind of lonely in here. I have my clothes and a TV monitor in here. Now, eventually, we're going to be doing more content, right? More content in the closet, and hoping it's going to bring some new avenues to the channel. Now, obviously, for our show here, too, if you ever want to talk about any of the articles I covered, any more information, any clarification, or even if you want to include your own piece of article saying, oh, you should have covered this, and maybe I'll cover in the next segment, like, oh, missed opportunities. We actually didn't have an L of the week this week, so good on Blizzard for having a week of no fuck-ups. But guys, thanks for joining me in the closet, and I will see you guys in the next one. And don't worry, we have more content brewing, so look forward to that. But happy Saturday and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.